Hey guys, welcome back. It's Joseph. Quick and simple gospel. Yeshua, Jesus, came to this earth, lived a perfect 33 years, was crucified on a cross for our sins, buried in a tomb for 3 days, and rose from the grave on the third day. We are saved through faith in Christ alone and by no other name. Amen. So good morning, guys. Hope you're all doing well today. Got 2 stories for you. First thing we're going to talk about, faster Pussycat singer's fiancé dead after falling off a cruise ship. Unbelievable decode there. And then also, Congressman and former Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner dead at 70. So we're going to cover those 2 stories today. Should be a good show. Give it a few seconds and then we'll go ahead and get started. Hey, Mr. Aaron, good morning. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Mike. Hey, Betty. Hey, Janelle. Hey, Decoding with Cody. Much love. Hope everyone's doing well. Guys, do me a favor when you come in. Please hit the like button. Very much appreciated. Helps out the algorithm and helps more people find the video. And also, please hit the share button. That way we can get this out to more people. Hey Viola, hey Elena, hey Chandler, much love everyone. Hey Mary, how you doing? Alright guys, we'll go ahead and get started here. Hey David. Alright guys, just give me a second to get all set up. Alright guys, here we go. Faster Pussycat singer's fiancé dead after falling off cruise ship. This article from March 4th. Tragedy has struck an 80s-themed Royal Caribbean cruise. The fiancé of Faster Pussycat's lead singer has died after going overboard, though her body remains missing, TMZ has learned. Kimberly Birch, fiancé of Faster Pussycat frontman Tame Down, fell to her death shortly after a heated argument with him aboard the ship, according to Kimberly's mother. Carnell Birch tells TMZ Tame called her on Monday to deliver the heartbreaking news. It's still unclear whether Kimberly jumped or accidentally fell from the ship, but Carnell is confident Kimberly wouldn't purposefully hurt herself. Kimberly Birch, 56, died after falling from a cabin balcony on a Royal Caribbean ship on March 2nd, the Daily Mail reported. Alright guys, so we're going to break this down all by the numbers using gematria, which is simply letters as numerals. And once you learn the simple code of coding letters into numbers, you can see right through the scripted coded news every day. Alright, so it's a very fishy story, right? And the numbers are off the charts, that this was a ritual. Alright, so the first thing I want to point out, it says fiancé of Faster Pussycat's Tame Down dies after going overboard on 80s cruise. All right. So first thing, his name, the front man for Faster Pussycat, the lead singer, his name is Tame Down, which equals 46 and 53, like overboard is 46 and 53 in the same ciphers. So the main topic, right, the fiancé of Tame Down went overboard. What are the odds that Tame Down equals overboard in two ciphers? I mean, what are the odds, right? My name doesn't equal overboard. I'm sure your name doesn't equal overboard in multiple ciphers, but, you know, Tame Down just happens to equal overboard in two ciphers. What are the odds of that, right? All right, so that's the first thing. Tame Down is 46 and 53, like overboard, 46, 53. And, you know, when you fall, like when you fall off a ship, you fall in the down direction, right? She fell downward. So there's another connection. His last name, Down, right? When you fall down. So there's also that. So that number 46, been a big number lately. Tame Down, 46. Overboard, 46. It was an 80s cruise. When you write out 80s, it equals 46. Sacrifice equals 46. And Catholic equals 46. And we're going to make big connections to the Catholic Church, the Jesuits, and Pope Francis, like we do every day. How many recent rituals had the 46 in the cipher? Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman had the 46. Remember Luke Trembath, the dingo, the snowboarder? Luke Trembath was 46, the dingo 46. Remember Angie Stone? Angie Stone equaled 46. Isn't it crazy? All these 46s, like sacrifice. Right? So anyways, Tame Down 46, Overboard 46, 80s 46, Sacrifice 46, Catholic 46. We're going to be connecting this to the Catholic Church and the Jesuits. It says the ship was approximately 20 miles away from Freeport, Bahamas when the incident occurred. So Faster Pussycat equals 49, Freeport equals 49, Satanic Ritual 49, Catholicism 49. Faster Pussycat is 49 and 185, like Catholicism is 49 and 185. Well, there it is. There's the 201. Royal Caribbean Cruise equals 201. There it is. It's like we can't do a decode without a 201, right? Yeah, I agree, Cody. Horrible band name. But yeah, every time we do one of these rituals, it just always ends up connected to the Jesuits and that number 201. So Royal Caribbean Cruise 201, like the full name of the Jesuit Pope, Jorge Mario Bergoglio, 201. The Pope lives in suite number 201. He lives at the Domus Sancte Marte, which equals 201. Like Ignatius of Loyola, 201. That's the founder of the Jesuit order, which equals 201. Like Catholic Pope, 201. Like the Georgia Guidestones went down 201 days from the Pope's birthday. Like Event 201. Like the main sponsor, William Henry Gates, 201. The first celebrity with COVID, Tom Hanks. He had to let us know he was losing in gin rummy by 201 points when he tested positive for COVID. And they just had Preparing for Disease X, 201 weeks after COVID declared a pandemic, and 201 days from Obama's birthday, and Event 201 was held on 10/18, and the list goes on. But Royal Caribbean Cruise is 201. Like the full name of the Jesuit Pope and the Jesuit order, they're 201, right? So speaking of Pope Francis, right? How many days from the Pope's birthday did this happen? Well, if she died on March 2nd, right, and the Pope's birthday is December 17th, that means she died on a cruise 75 days after the Pope's birthday, and look how perfect that fits in. Cruise equals 75. And she died 75 days after the Pope's birthday on a cruise. And Tamed Down is not his real name, for the record. His real name is Gustav Molvik, which equals 75, like Catholic Church is 75. How about that? Pretty crazy, huh? We just started. Look at all these connections. Tamed Down equals Overboard. Tamed Down, 46. Overboard, 46. Sacrifice, 46. 80s, 46. Catholic, 46. Faster Pussycat equals Catholicism in multiple ciphers. Royal Caribbean Cruise equals 201, that big number with the Pope. And she died on a cruise 75 days after the Pope's birthday, when cruise is 75. And the real name of the singer from Faster Pussycat, his name equals 75, like Catholic Church. And we're not even a third of the way done. I shouldn't say a third. People think I'm a Freemason. Well, I guess if people want to think I'm a Freemason, the intro, right, where I say Jesus lived a perfect 33 years, that would give people a reason. But anyways, I say that because this channel is about numbers, right? So I'm not going to let the Freemasons steal the 33 away from Jesus, because he did live a perfect 33 years. That's why they're obsessed with that number. But anyways, yeah. Not a Freemason, for the record. All right? I've been deleted 14 times, but you got to be careful what you say. You say one little thing like, we're not even a third of the way done. People be like, wait, that's 33%. He's a Freemason. But yeah, not a Freemason. Jesus lived 33 years. All right. Moving on. So we're making the connection to the Pope, right? She fell off a ship. Ship equals Pope in 3 ciphers. Ship is 52, 25, 56. Pope, 52, 25, 56. Royal Caribbean Cruise, 132. Catholic Church, 132. His real name, Gustav Molvik. Look at that, 177, like the Jesuit order, 177. I mean, this has like every Jesuit number we talk about. And we're still not done. Cruise, 42, like Jesuit 42. It happened near Freeport, Bahamas. Freeport is 103. The Vatican 103. Jesuits 103. Bahamas is 144, like Jesuit order is 144. The mother's name, Carnell Birch. 54 and 72, like Jesuit order, 54 and 72. Haven't even got to the 56 yet. Kimberly Birch, 56, fell from the ship after an argument with Down. Her mother, Carnell Birch, said to TMZ. Carnell Birch has the 54 and a 72, like Jesuit order. The cruise left Miami, Florida, which is 79, like Society of Jesus, 79. That's the official name of the Jesuits. And murder is also 79. And here's the 56. You guys know we talk about the number 56 all the time in connection to the Jesuits, right? So not only is she 56, but she fell off a ship. And ship equals 56. And I've been connecting the whole thing to the Pope, right? Pope 56, ship 56. She was 56 years old. Society of Jesus, 56. That's the official name of the Jesuits. Masonic Ritual, 56. And Freemasons, 56. And now for the connections to Freemasonry. Fiancée, 43. He was the front man, which equals 43. The crews left Florida, which equals 43. Killing 43. Masonic 43. Freemasons 43. The birthday of Tame Down is September 29th. And she died March 2nd. So, including the end date, she died 155 days from his birthday. Ritual killing 155, Masonic ritual 155, Freemasons 155. Kimberly Birch 147 like Freemason 147. The motto of the Freemasons, order out of chaos 78 like Kimberly Birch 78. We made a lot of Jesuit connections. Jesuit is also 78. We're told Tame and Kimberly were together for about 6 to 7 years. Well, there's your 67. 6 to 7 years, right? And this happened near Freeport, Bahamas, which has the 67, like human sacrifice and blood sacrifice. Look at this. Faster Pussycat equals 86. In the same cipher, Freeport, Bahamas, 86. Remember, to 86 someone means to get rid of them, right? Human sacrifice, 86. Blood sacrifice, 86. All in the same cipher. And for the confirmation, this happened near Freeport, Bahamas, which is a perfect match to blood sacrifice in 3 ciphers. Freeport, Bahamas, 67, 257, 86. Blood sacrifice, 67, 257, 86. So we got the big Jesuit connection, the 201, all the connections to the Pope, and we got all the sacrifice numbers too. And I mean, even without the numbers, what are the odds? They're on an 80s themed cruise where this guy's supposed to be like performing, and this is supposed to be like some amazing trip for them, and you know, it's going to be a great time, 80s cruise, and she just happens to fall off the ship on the perfect day at the perfect age. You know, don't forget, we started this out, the guy's name, the front man of the band, his name equals Overboard in multiple ciphers. Don't worry if you came in late, we'll do a quick recap. But yeah, Freeport, Bahamas, perfect match to blood sacrifice in 3 ciphers. Cruise ship equals 62, like sacrifice is 62. Back to the lead singer, Tame Down. His birthday is September 29th. She died on March 2nd. So not including the end date, she died 154 days after his birthday. Ritual sacrifice is 154. Pretty undeniable one. So Fiancée has the 43 and the 38, like Frontman is 43 and 38. The crews left Florida, which is 43 and 38, like Killing is 43 and 38. Frontman, 38. It left Florida, which equals 38. Killing, 38. Fiancée, 38. Murder, 38. And death, 38. And, you know, we always talk about murder and the number 83. Her last name, Birch, is 83, like murder, is 83 in the same cipher. Don't forget the Murder by Numbers movie poster. The B is changed to an 8, the E is changed to a 3, and the song Murder by Numbers by the Police came out in the year 83. So I'll go back over it in a few minutes if you came in late. But yeah, that was pretty undeniable there. Tame Down equals Overboard. All right. Hey, Visionary Vet, much love. Hey, Travis, good to see ya. All right, let's move on to the other one. This one is also pretty undeniable. Representative Sylvester Turner, a Texas Democrat, dies at 70. The former Houston mayor, who was just 2 months into his first term, attended President Donald Trump's address to Congress on Tuesday night. This article from March 5th. Sylvester Turner, Democratic congressman and former Houston mayor, dies at 70. First-term Representative Sylvester Turner, Democrat from Texas, died after suffering a medical emergency following President Donald Trump's address to Congress, according to 2 House Democratic lawmakers who were informed of his death. He was 70 years old and had just taken the oath of office in January. Turner previously faced bone cancer. His office later confirmed in a statement that he had died on Wednesday. So Trump's speech was on Tuesday. He died on Wednesday, just hours after attending Trump's speech, right? Now remember, he's a representative from Texas. Well, do you remember what happened during Trump's speech? He was interrupted by a representative from Texas. We decoded that yesterday. That was Al Green. All right, so we got 2 representatives from Texas in the news at the same time. I want to show you how it all connects. Now, it says that Sylvester Turner, he's the former mayor of Houston, all right? And Al Green, the representative from Texas who got removed from Trump's speech, which was the night before this guy died, it says that Al Green has represented a Houston, Texas district in the House since 2005. So not only do they have the Texas connection, and not only are they both representatives, but they're both connected to Houston. All right, Al Green represents Houston, and this guy is the former mayor of Houston. Okay? And they're both connected to Trump's speech. So let me start out with this. Sylvester Turner died on March 5th, just hours after attending the speech from Donald Trump, right? So the birthday of Sylvester Turner is September 27th. He died on March 5th. He died 159 days after his birthday, which is the gematria of Donald Trump. Okay? So think about that. We had a big ordeal at the speech with another representative from Texas. This guy dies just hours after being at Donald Trump's speech. Okay? So isn't that interesting? He died 159 days after his birthday. Donald Trump is 159. All right? So the 2 guys I'm talking about are Sylvester Turner and Al Green. Al Green's birthday is September 1st. So Sylvester Turner died 185 days from Al Green's birthday. And look at that. Donald John Trump is 185. Isn't that interesting? The 2 guys, making headlines right now from that speech, the one who's dead and the one who interrupted Trump, both from Texas. And it's just crazy that he died 185 days from Al Green's birthday when Donald John Trump is 185. And we talked about this yesterday, because the speech where he got removed from chamber, the speech was on March 4th. Al Green's birthday, September 1st, so not including the end date. He was removed from chamber 184 days after his birthday. Removed from chamber is 184. But if you included the end date, you could say he was removed from the chamber 185 days from his birthday, which is Donald John Trump. All right, now for the really undeniable stuff. So, big number we talk about with sacrifice is the number 206. That's because sacrifice equals 206. And Sylvester Turner just happened to die 206 days before his birthday. All right? His birthday, September 27th. He died March 5th. So he died 206 days before his birthday, and sacrifice equals 206. Now, this is by far the best slide of the whole decode right here. This is where it gets really, really, really undeniable that this was indeed a ritual sacrifice. Where do I even start? Let's start with the left side. Number one, he was the 62nd mayor of Houston. He was the 62nd mayor of Houston. He became the mayor of Houston on January 2nd, 2016. He died on March 5th. So he died 62 days after the anniversary of him assuming office as the 62nd mayor of Houston, Texas. And look at the gematria of Houston, Texas. It equals 62 like sacrifice. And I haven't even gotten to the right side yet. I'll just tell you, guys, he was in office as a representative for 62 days. Drop the mic. What I'm showing you is mathematically impossible to be a coincidence. Think about this, guys. Look, he became a member of the U.S. House of Representatives from Texas on January 3rd. So including the end date, he was in office for 62 days. He's the 62nd mayor of Houston, Texas, which equals 62. And he died 62 days after the anniversary of him assuming office as the 62nd mayor. That's impossible. Let's see, how many connections to the 62? He's the 62nd mayor. It was 62 days from the anniversary of him becoming mayor. Houston, Texas is 62. Sacrifice equals 62. And he was in office as a representative for 62 days. My goodness. So yeah, I think that's the best slide of the decode there. I think that's pretty undeniable. And just in case you needed more confirmation, Sylvester Turner is dead at the age of 70. Sylvester Turner equals 70. And that is that. If anybody would like to support the channel, here's how you can do so. Any support is very much appreciated. This is my full-time job. I am not monetized by YouTube, so I don't make 1 penny from YouTube. And thank you guys who do support the channel and keep me going all these years. Very much appreciated. But yeah, that was pretty undeniable, wasn't it? All right. So here, I'll come back to this later for 1 second just to go over that 62 part again. But let's go back to, and if you missed it, another good decode yesterday. We covered the new car ramming in Germany, Angie Stone. We talked about iPet Goat. We talked about Zelensky, Al Green, all kinds of stuff yesterday. Talked a little bit about Gene Hackman yesterday. All right, quickly, if you came in late, let's do a quick recap on this. Fiancée of Faster Pussycat's Tamed Down dies after going overboard on 80s cruise. Tamed Down, 4653 overboard, 4653. Tamed Down 46, 80s 46, Overboard 46, Sacrifice 46, Catholic 46. It happened near Freeport. Freeport 49, Faster Pussycat 49, Satanic Ritual 49, Catholicism 49. Faster Pussycat equals Catholicism in multiple ciphers. It was a Royal Caribbean cruise, which has that 201, like the full name of the Jesuit Pope who lives in Suite 201, at the Domus Sancte Marte 201, like the Jesuit Order 201. She died on the cruise 75 days from the Pope's birthday. Cruise 75. The full name, or the real name of Tamed Down is Gustav Molvik, which equals 75, like Catholic Church, 75. She fell off a ship. Ship equals Pope in 3 ciphers. Royal Caribbean Cruise, 132, like Catholic Church, 132. Tamed Down's real name, Gustav Molvik, 177, like the Jesuit Order, 177. Cruise, 42, like Jesuit 42, happened near Freeport, 103, like Jesuits, 103. Happened near the Bahamas, 144, like Jesuit Order, 144. We heard from the mother, Carnell Birch, 54 and 72, like Jesuit Order, 54, 72. The cruise left Miami, Florida, which is 79, like Society of Jesus, 79. Murder, 79. She fell off the ship at the age of 56. Ship, 56. Pope, 56. Society of Jesus, 56. That's the Jesuits. Masonic Ritual and Freemasons, 56. Fiancée, 43. Frontman, Florida, Killing, Masonic, Freemasons are all 43. Including the end date, she died 155 days from Tamed Down's birthday, which is Ritual Killing, Masonic Ritual, Freemasons are all 155. Kimberly Birch, 147, like Freemason, 147. Kimberly Birch, 78, like Order Out of Chaos, 78. Jesuits, also 78. It happened near Freeport, Bahamas, which is 67. Like Human Sacrifice and Blood Sacrifice, 67. They were together for about 6 to 7 years. Faster Pussycat, 86, like Freeport, Bahamas, 86. Human Sacrifice and Blood Sacrifice, 86. Freeport, Bahamas is a perfect match to Blood Sacrifice in 3 ciphers. Cruise ship equals Sacrifice. Not including the end date, she died 154 days from Tamed Down's birthday. Ritual Sacrifice is 154. Fiancée, 43-38, like Frontman, Florida Killing. It left from Florida, right? They're all 43 and 38. Frontman, 38, like Florida Killing, Fiancée, Murder, Death. They're all 38. And then Birch has the 83, like Murder, 83. But yeah, the key points here, I'd say the fact that Tamed Down equals Overboard in multiple ciphers. That's one of the key points. The 46 connection, Tamed Down 46, Overboard 46, Sacrifice, and Catholic 46. Faster Pussycat equals Catholicism. You got the 201 in there. You got the date duration from the Pope. Cruise 75. 75 days from the Pope's birthday. His real name equals 75. Tamed Down. And then you got the 56 connection. His name equals 177, like the Jesuit Order. You know, same numbers we talk about every day. All the Jesuit numbers, all the sacrifice numbers. She's 56. That was the first thing that stood out to me. The old 56. And then I realized ship equaled 56. I said, yep, well, there it is. And then, yeah, this connection right here. Freeport, Bahamas equals Blood Sacrifice in 3 ciphers, including the 86, where Faster Pussycat also has the 86. Absolutely no doubt about it. This was a ritual. 1,000%. And then let's briefly go back to Sylvester Turner, so we could talk about that 62 one more time, and then we'll wrap it up. But yeah, he died just hours after that speech from Donald Trump that he attended. He died 159 days from his birthday. Donald Trump 159. Died 206 days before his birthday. Sacrifice 206. And the big one, the 62. He was the 62nd mayor of Houston. He became the mayor of Houston on January 2nd, so not including the end date. He died 62 days after the anniversary of him becoming the mayor of Houston, Texas. The 62nd mayor. That's crazy. 62 days from the anniversary of him becoming the 62nd mayor of Houston, Texas, which equals 62, like sacrifice. And he was only in office as a U.S. representative for 62 days. If you include the end date, you get the 62. My goodness. That's craziness. And then the confirmation, he's dead at the age of 70. Sylvester Turner equals 70. All right, guys. That's it. Let me turn this around. Yeah, to 86, someone means to get rid of them. Yep. Hey, Mike. Hey, Elena. Hey, Still Waters. Much love. Hey, 1111. Hey, Candace. Hey, Visionary Vet. Anybody find anything that I missed? Let me know. Hey, Cleveland. Hey, Cody. Hey, Carrie Ann. But yeah, that's what I got for now. Thank you, Betty. All right, guys. Well, I guess I will wrap it up. 2 more decodes that are pretty undeniable. So if you guys could please share this stuff, I would really appreciate it. I just wish more people knew what was really going on. And the numbers prove it every single day. It's, it's literally the same numbers, the same patterns. I don't write the headlines. I couldn't make this stuff up if I wanted to. And if there was nothing to it, I wouldn't be able to do this full-time for 5 years, right? Obviously, nobody would watch me. They wouldn't have deleted my channel 14 times if there was nothing to what I'm talking about. So I'm literally fighting against Satan and the beast system. So if you guys could help me out and at least share these videos, that would be great. And if y'all could hit the like button on the way out, all that fun stuff, very much appreciated. Also, please leave a comment after the fact. Helps the algorithm. The more comments, the more views. So whenever I get done with this, just leave a comment after the fact. Say whatever you want. It'll help out. So thank you, Claudia. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for being part of the channel. And don't worry, Claudia. I'll never give up. Yeah, Sarah, if you came in late, it's a short one today. Just go back, watch it on fast forward. It's only going to be a 40-minute live, so on fast forward, you can get done in 20 minutes, right? All right, guys. Thanks for being here today. Thanks for being part of the channel. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. On the way out, please hit the like and the share. Very much appreciated. And as always, keep looking up. We are living in the biblical end of days. Jesus is coming very soon. I can't wait. And I'll see you guys on the next video. God bless.